The price of Bitcoin is rallying right now, $24,870. It just tapped 25k a minute ago, and today, big things are probably going to happen to the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Whether they be up, whether they be down, it's going to get an interesting move in the next hour or so after I've posted this video. So I just want to point out why that is. In the shadow of Silicon Valley Bank's collapse, US to get the latest inflation data. That is occurring about 1:30 p.m. UK time, I believe. And then we're expecting some huge moves on the market, depending on how that data looks. Now, I expect that data is going to be fairly flat. I don't actually expect the data is going to tell us all that much. And because of that, I think we stand a decent chance of breaking 25k. In terms of my current open positions, as you'll know from yesterday's stream, if you were following along, I was long on Ethereum, short on Ethereum. I'm not short on Ethereum anymore. I've decided to close that position. I don't want to have a short position open during this period of time. I do still have long positions open on some altcoins. One of those altcoins in particular is Phantom right now. I've got a long on Phantom and a long on Lux. That Phantom long position, though, is from this level here at 39 cents, whereas my Lux trade is a terrible one. It's currently $8,500 in a loss. The Phantom trade is $5,700 in a profit. Now, are there any other trades that I'm considering taking right now? I'm considering taking so many different trades. I just want to make the right decision. And I feel like after the news comes out will be the best time to trade, not before the news comes out. Because if the news comes bad, prices could really shoot down very, very quickly. Because I think there's a lot of anticipation that this data will be fairly flat. But if the data comes in and inflation has actually risen, although I don't think it's very likely because fuel prices have kept going down over the course of the past few months. And of course, this data that's coming out today is last month's data. Now, if you think about the price of fuel over the course of the past few months, fuel making up 30%, I think they calculate it at, in terms of the basket of goods, because it's energy, basically, your house heating, everything like that. Basically, because it makes such a large proportion of that overall number that comes out from inflation. As fuel prices appear to keep going down, it really does seem to be, I mean, we've seen the price of natural gas drop 5% over the course of the past 24 hours. That's lagging data. So anyway, my point is, I think it'll come out pretty good today. However, Bitcoin is going to be very, very volatile. And of course, if you are interested in trading it, check out the link to BYBIT in today's video description. BYBIT's a fantastic exchange. It's where I do all of my trading, and it's where I make and lose an awful lot of money. In terms of what Bitcoin is doing, in terms of like technical analysis wise, it's pretty difficult to analyze this on these lower time frames right now, because it's basically just a straight line to the moon. In terms of have we broken through some key resistance levels? Yes, absolutely. We are currently trading above this very, very key resistance level on the daily chart, because if I'm to zoom out and we're actually to look at this right now, we're currently trading above this level. However, that level is actually not correctly plotted. It should actually come about here. So now we've correctly plotted this level, $25,000, key level of resistance. We break $25,000, look at this. We've got a huge glut in liquidity all the way up to $28,000. And the other thing that we've got at $28,000 is we've got a CME gap at these levels right here at 28,500, I think it is. Meaning that the price of Bitcoin could in theory shoot up to 28k today. That would be so amazing. I'd love it. Come on, let's do it. Anyway, yeah, I think that this looks pretty good. We have an inverse head and shoulders pattern that's kind of arisen here. It's been a very short final shoulder to it, but nonetheless, it does count as an inverse head and shoulders pattern. In terms of what's going on with the price of Ethereum, similar story right now. We need to break through this key resistance level and close an hourly candle above it. That will be the level of $1,713. We close an hourly candle above that level. We go up to the next level, which would be my target. My final target for the past ages has been $1,800. And it appears like we are very, very close to getting to $1,800, which is fantastic. Now, in terms of altcoins that I'm trading right now, of course, you all know me. I love an altcoin. And I want to point out something to you. I'm not going to go through it in great detail, but I'd recommend you go to cryptosavingexpert.com as per usual, because if I show you this article right here, this article tells you the 3 reasons why an altcoin becomes the biggest gainer of the week. I'd recommend you read this article. It details in a lot of detail why altcoins go up, how to spot altcoins that go up, that kind of thing. In addition to already having on the website, if we go to the courses section and go over to Crypto 101, I believe there's a course in here, how to spot altcoin gems. I'd recommend you take that one as well. This is all information that you need. If we are going to go absolutely scatty and have another bull market, that's what you want to know. That's all free. I don't want your money. I don't want you to pay for my courses. I just want you to go to the website, make an account, sign up, take the courses, and learn. just learn. And I want to point out as well that the article that I showed you just a few seconds ago, this article right here is on the news section. So you'll find that if you go through, click through to the news section, and you'll find it's the most recent article that has been posted today, as well as a bunch of other interesting stuff that's going on. But we'll cover that on the main channel on a live stream. Now, other things to point out would be, check out this coin. It's up 27% today. I think it's going to do pretty well. I believe there's a lot of hype and stuff around it. The other thing would be XTP right now doing amazing. Currently up 12% so far today, 44 Satoshis. The buy side looking pretty thick, the sell side looking incredibly thin. This, if Bitcoin breaks to the upside, could have a 50 to 80% pump in the next 24-hour period. It's possible. Don't write it off just because you're a negative Nancy. It's quite possible, because if we break that downtrend, the downtrend that's now been holding us in its grasps now since we were up at these levels here around 76 Satoshis. If we break that downtrend, then in theory, the next level to the upside would be around here, and that level will be around 60 Satoshis, which would be around a 50% jump from where the price currently sits. If that happens, bull market's back, baby, and things are just really looking good right now. I hope the inflation data that comes out later today is positive, because also the important thing to consider about what's going on in the traditional markets right now, in the shadow of the Silicon Valley Bank collapse, basically, the US economy may find itself at the beginning of a new chapter. And that new chapter is a good chapter because it means the money printer turns back on. And if the money printer turns back on, it's terrible for society, but it's amazing for investors. Unfortunately, that means that the wealth gap increases. It means that poor people become poorer, the rich become richer. That's just how these things work, but it appears like that cycle is about to kick back in, and it also gives an opportunity for normal, average individuals to piggyback that rally to the upside and make life-changing gains off of the crypto markets, off of the stock market. If that kicks back in, we're going to see some crazy moves on these prices. Now, another thing to point out would be, I showed you this on yesterday's live stream. Basically, we've got a huge bull pennant forming here on the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart. If this starts bouncing to the upside, Ethereum is going to move big. Now, also important to point out today, Bitcoin is up 2.5%, but Ethereum is down 2%. That's interesting. So Ethereum's price is only up 0.5%, whereas the price of Bitcoin is up nearly like 3% or whatever. It's doing pretty well, is Bitcoin. Ethereum is not. The market's going to change this weekend, and it's this weekend that we're going to see a big move in the altcoin market. I'm excited. It's going to get pretty exciting pretty soon. Another thing to point out, because there's so many different things to point out, would be right now, I bought some Matic. That's why I've got that chart open. What's this one? Phantom. Yeah, I bought some Phantom as well. I explained the other day, like, you should be buying down here. Since then, the price has pumped very significantly. What is this chart right here? That's the USDC chart. But the one that I actually want to bring up is the DXY. Of course, you all know that I longed USDC all the way back to $1. That was a great trade. But the DXY is suffering right now. It does not look great, doesn't this, for people that hold money in US dollars. This looks like it's going to break to the downside again, and my target on this would be 102.93 down at these levels. And if that is to occur, Bitcoin breaks that 25k barrier, the entire market goes scatty, and we make a lot of money. So, on that note, keep your eyes peeled. It's going to be an interesting afternoon. Make sure you've dropped a like on this video. Very important that you do that. Trying to get 1,000 likes. At the same time, subscribe to this channel where I update you every single day on what is going on in the world of finance, crypto, and everything that you love to hate. So, have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Click out the tutorial that's on the screen right now, and have a great day. Goodbye.